This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, can anyone respond like you are able to see my screen?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, fine. Okay, thank you. So we are going to discuss about ERP. Dynamics, Microsoft Dynamics F&O. So earlier this product name is initially very first it is Accepta. Later it was renamed as AX. Now it is Dynamics F&O. Why we need to use Dynamics F&O? From Microsoft there are so many products. One is Dynamics F&O or Dynamics AX is one product. There are some other products like Navision. Now it was renamed as Business Central. And CRM, earlier CRM is another product that is renamed as CE, Customer Engagement. Great Plain, Solomon. There are so many ERPs from the Microsoft itself. There are many ERPs from Microsoft. Okay, so not only Microsoft, there are so many ERPs in the market like SAP, Oracle Apps, Tally, Wings, Focus. There are many ERPs. But why we should learn this Microsoft Dynamics F&O? It is simple to use and majority functionalities, whatever it is required for business people, that is already covered in Dynamics AX. This is fastest growing product. This is fastest growing product. What is this ERP? ERP means Enterprise Resource Planning. Enterprise Resource Planning. What is that means? What it means? Enterprise means an organization. Enterprise means an organization. Resource means any employee. If it is this resource, meaning of this resource in manufacturing, it may be tool, it may be machine, it may be location. There are many things in manufacturing module. In manufacturing module or production module, resource means there are so many things. Of course, for us, we know a resource means an employee. And planning. So we are planning the organization activities in a product, in a software is enterprise resource planning. So in olden days, actually before like 20 years, 25 years back, the coordination between departments is not that much easy in earlier days. What it means, sales department, they will bring the orders, and stores department, they need to dispatch the material, and finance department, they need to collect money. Purchase department, they will purchase the material. These are the four departments majorly. So if it is any department is not doing perfectly or the coordination is not done properly, there will be a break in the chain. Means purchase department need to purchase the material, sales department need to get the orders from different customers, stores department, they need to dispatch the material to the customers in time, and finance department need to collect the money. So everything is integrated in a software is ERP. Okay, I hope it is clear to all of you. That is enterprise resource planning or ERP. Okay, fine. Let me share my screen. Paintbrush. Here this is an organization. This is an organization. Okay, actually you are going to work in a company called, suppose, Accenture. You are working in Accenture or TCS or Infosys. Then you are going to implement this product Microsoft Dynamics AX in this company. Suppose this is Samsung Electronics. So you are employee of Accenture or TCS or Infosys or any software company. This is called Microsoft partner. You are working for this company. But if you want to understand ERP, you need to imagine like you are working in this company. To understand ERP, you need to imagine like always you are working in this organization. This is suppose some LG Electronics or Samsung Electronics or Rama Enterprises, some company. So what this company will do? This company will purchase the material from different vendors. Just a minute. Huh? I'm sorry. Vendors are suppliers. From this company, we will purchase the material So we are purchasing materials from different companies. And we are selling material to customers.
Please click allow to play the video. So we are purchasing material from the different organizations, and we are selling material to different customers. So this process is SCM or trade and logistics. This entire process is SCM or trade and logistics. We are purchasing from different vendors. Actually, whenever if you are working for software company, for your company, this is called customer. But don't use customer. Don't use customer. Try to use this company client. This software company has one client. Actually, it is for this company, it is a customer, but you will confuse about the customer word from here and here and here. So that is the reason you need to understand this is client, where you are going to implement this product, that is client, and to whom this client is selling the material, that is customers. So always three organizations, you need to forget this organization name. Even though you are working in software company, for time being forget about this one. Suppose imagine like you are running a business. You are running a business. Suppose you are purchasing washing machines and you are selling washing machines. You are purchasing refrigerators and you are selling refrigerators. So I will purchase from different vendors. This vendor is in Mumbai, this vendor is in Delhi, this vendor is in Bangalore, this vendor is in Chennai. Suppose I am purchasing from different city vendors, and I am running my business in Hyderabad, and I am selling material to customers in Hyderabad, in Telangana. Suppose I am selling material to customer in Hyderabad, I am selling customer in Suryapet, I am selling material to customer in Khammam, I am selling material to a customer in Warangal, like different cities or same city. So purchasing and selling, this process is SCM. Now what is finance? So for the same vendors, these all are vendors. Many vendors. And these are customers. Okay. So I need to collect money from the customer. I need to receive money from the customer. And I need to pay money to the vendor. So this process is finance. I need to receive money from the customers and I need to pay money to the vendors. So here receiving money is, the module name is accounts receivable. Whatever you are going to receive money from the customers, if you want to receive money from the customer, that functionality will be handled in module name accounts receivable. And I need to pay money to the vendors. This is accounts payable. Accounts receivable, accounts payable. So one module called to collect money from the customers, to receive money from the customers, we need to have a detailed module, that is accounts receivable module. So this is my mistake spelling, accounts receivable and accounts payable. So you are going to receive money from the customers, that is accounts receivable, and you are going to pay money to the vendors, it is accounts payable. And usually we will receive money or we will pay money in cash or bank. So for that we need to understand one module called cash and bank management. We need to understand cash and bank management, because you are paying money or you are receiving money using cash or bank. So cash and bank management module also we need to understand. And because I'm running my business, at the end of the year, I need to understand profit and loss account. To understand about that profit and loss account, we need to understand general ledger module. So in finance, you are going to learn accounts receivable module, accounts payable module, cash and bank management, general ledger. To receive money, one module required, that is accounts receivable. To pay money to the vendors, I need one module, that is accounts payable module. And to do these things, we need cash and bank. Suppose I will pay cash, or I will pay through check, or I will transfer using NEFT transfer, or there are so many electronic fund transfers available nowadays. Using that one also I can do. So if I'm doing that one, I need a bank account, that is cash and bank management. At the end of the year, I need to understand what is the profit and what is the loss of this organization. If I'm running my business, I need to understand the profit and loss amounts. Those details will be calculated in general ledger module. Okay, and I will have assets. For that, we need to maintain fixed assets. Fixed assets means suppose laptops I have a building, I have cars. For all these things, I need to maintain separately about fixed assets. Why we need to maintain separately a fixed asset, I will explain you later. Okay, there is a fixed asset module. And whenever you are doing expenditure, the expenditure should be in a proper manner. To control that expenditure, we have module called budgeting. So in finance, you are going to learn accounts receivable, accounts payable, cash and bank, general ledger, fixed assets, and budgeting. These are the 6 modules, major modules you are going to learn. But for naming purpose, we have another 3 modules. One is credit and collections. Actually, this credit and collections is a part of year. Collections in detailed, it will be a separate module. Okay, credit and collections. And another module is tax. It is a part of GL, but it was renamed, it was separated as a new module in D365, whereas in 2012 is only 6 modules. Tax, for tax, a separate module. And another module is consolidation. Actually, this in general ledger only in 2012, the previous version, general ledger, tax, and consolidation all are in general ledger only. But in D365, they made it separately, like general ledger, tax, and consolidation. And here accounts receivable and credit and collection. So total 9 modules you are going to learn in finance. Any doubt till now? Is it clear, or are you able to follow me whatever I'm explaining, or anything? Please let me know. Is it clear? So, and one more thing, whenever I'm speaking, please interrupt me at any point of time. If you want to understand, please interrupt me at any point of time. Yes, please, someone is speaking. Yeah.
Yes, sir. This is Pavani, sir.
Yeah.
Here again, I mean, that was the same confusion. For Accenture, the customer is organization or client, and
Yeah.
for client, the customers are again different.
Yes.
Okay.
So for Accenture, it is, suppose you are going to implement, you are working in Accenture,
and you
Okay.
are going to implement in LG Electronics.
Okay.
Some company you are implementing. So this LG Electronics always, this is suppose LG Electronics. For Accenture, LG Electronics is a customer.
Okay.
But don't use the word customer, because here also customers are there. You will get confused yourself. So
Okay.
for Accenture, this is a client where you are going to implement. Suppose you are traveling from Hyderabad to Dubai, and there you are going to implement this product. That company is this one.
Okay.
Okay. In that company, they are selling and they are purchasing. So that is the reason we are having vendors and customers for this organization.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So these are also organizations. These are also organizations, and this is an organization. This is an organization. So if you want to understand ERP, imagine like you are working in this company. Always forget about this one. Forget. Yeah,
Accenture plays as a
it is Microsoft partners, implementation partner.
okay.
Microsoft partner or implementation partner.
Okay.
Okay, and this is the
Yeah.
client. So for understanding ERP, time being, you need to forget about this thing, and you need to imagine like you are running a business.
Okay.
Then you can understand easily this ERP. Always you need to imagine like, suppose you are starting a business in Hyderabad, that is LG Electronics. What it will do, they will purchase the washing machines, they are selling the washing machines. You need to imagine always like, if I'm running my business, what happens? Okay, so that you can understand the functionality of ERP, not only Dynamics AX, any ERP. If you want to understand any ERP, whether it is SAP, whether it is Dynamics AX, whether it is a Tally or Wings Focus, there are so many ERPs in the market. Any ERP, if you want to understand, you need to imagine like, this is my company. I have started purchasing and selling. Simple example like mobiles. I have started a shop, one shop, purchasing mobiles and selling mobiles, or purchasing keyboards and selling keyboards. Anything. And you can easily understand like, I need to purchase the material from different vendors, and I need to sell the material to the customers. So here it is not cash and carry. Always you are purchasing in bulk, and you are selling in bulk. Wholesale distribution company. Imagine like wholesale distribution company. Then it will be easy for you to understand about ERP. This is a wholesale distribution company. Suppose you are running a business like bulk you are purchasing and bulk you are selling. Okay, I hope it is clear. Any doubts, anyone in this process? Because so many people are there here in this. Many people are, they don't know about debit and credit, but don't worry, you can understand easily. Some people are from BTech, some are in MBA, some people are from BSc or something. So many people are there, but you can understand easily. It's not a complex. Fine. Okay. Now let us understand, coming to finance. So the major duty or major what you will do, first one is like vendor invoice, vendor payment, customer invoice,
customer payment. These are the major four topics you need to understand. These are transactions. What is this means? Vendor invoice means because you are receiving material from the vendor. For this, I need to enter in the system some value. That is, suppose 2 washing machines I have purchased. Otherwise, 10 washing machines I have purchased. Each washing machine is 10,000. 10 washing machines I have received. So 10 multiply with 10,000 equal to 1 lakh. I need to pay this money to my vendor. I need to pay this one. So that is vendor credit. Vendor credit. Because I need to pay money. So the golden rules from commerce. Debit means what comes in. Credit means what goes out. Debit means data like receiver and creditor. So okay, forget about that those things. Debit means what comes in, credit means what goes out. So during invoice, you are receiving material that is inventory account data to vendor account credit. How can I remember? Because debit means what comes in. I'm receiving material that may be a washing machine, maybe refrigerators, maybe LEDs, maybe mobiles, maybe laptops, maybe any item. I'm receiving money, that is inventory is debit, and I need to pay money, vendor account credit. So if it is a vendor invoice posted, inventory receipt account data to vendor account credit. So this is inventory receipt account. Simple. Vendor invoice means inventory receipt account data to vendor account credit. How can I remember? Because I am receiving material. Debit means what comes in, credit means what goes out. I am receiving material. So inventory account data to vendor account credit. If I am doing vendor payment, my bank balance will be decreased. My bank balance will be decreased. Then earlier vendor balance it is showing suppose 1 lakh. That vendor balance should be nullified. So we are entering debit. Here 1 lakh it will be posted as credit. Here 1 lakh posted as debit. Then balance of the vendor balance will become 0. So I know like so many people there is a confusion about debits and credits. Don't worry, at least 1 week I will discuss about the same thing, at least 1 week. Then it will become easy for you. 1 week to 10 days I will speak about the same thing. It's not a complex. These 4 transactions if you are clear, then you understood finance. The complexity is debits and credits. Here in this vendor invoice, you are receiving material. That is inventory receipt account data to vendor account credit, because I need to pay money. If it is vendor payment, I am paying from the bank or cash. So my cash balance or bank balance will be decreased and vendor account will be debit. Always double entry system. Any transaction will be a double entry system. Any ERP, it is a double entry system. If it is a manual writing, only single entry, but always any ERP, it is a double entry system. One account is debit and one account is credit. So inventory receipt account data to vendor account credit at the time of vendor invoice. If it is a vendor payment, vendor account data to cash account, cash or bank credit. So if you are purchasing material, then it is inventory receipt, or if you are purchasing any A4 stationery or water bottles, then it is expenses. So purchase expenses account data to vendor account credit. Either one. If you are purchasing material, then it is inventory receipt account. Otherwise, if you are purchasing any item, like suppose A4 stationery you are purchasing. You are purchasing A4 stationery from this vendor. This A4 stationery or paper, A4 papers, you are not selling, you are going to use in your company, because if you are running your business, I need stationery, I need to maintain water bottles for my employees. Then in that case, it is purchase expenses, because it is expenditure. Or if you are purchasing material to sell the material, then it is this one, inventory to. So you will understand this one after some time, but try to focus on purchase expenses account data to vendor account credit. What is this purchase expenses means? It may be a A4 stationery, or suppose water bottles, or so many, I need to arrange so many to my employees. Suppose water bottles are waste papers, so in toilets I need to arrange papers. So there are so many things I need to arrange for my employees, or pens I need to arrange, etc. So purchase expenses account data to vendor account credit. Why it is purchase expenses account to vendor account credit means, like these things, there are so many things I need to arrange facilities to my employees. Okay, so let me show. I think a little bit boring for you about notepad and paintbrush. Now let us understand from the system, like how it will be. So the application, how it looks like. Okay, so here this is the application. So using username and password, you can log in this application. You can log in this application with the username link, with the link and username and password. You can log in this application. Earlier, if it is 2012 R3, you need to log in from like install in your system, and then only you can log in that in 2012. 2012 is desktop application. D365 is web-based application. Okay, in the market, the oldest version AX 2009, like 10 years back, 10, 11, 12 years back. Later AX 2012. Now it is D365. Okay, before AX 2009, there are some more versions. Forget about all those versions. So AX 2009, the 12 years back version. AX 2012 is 8 years back version. D365 is 3-4 years back version. From last 2 years, this is the version. So you are looking at D365 now. This is the application. So in this, here you will find so many companies. As I told you, USMF is one company. So here, as I told you, like LG Electronics, this LG Electronics is this one, USMF company. Contoso Entertainment System, USMF. So like this, there are many companies inside. Sample companies was given by Microsoft. There are many companies. You will understand those things later, but while practicing, you need to go to USMF company. Always, initially, whatever the way I am explaining, the same way you need to do it. Okay, so you need to go to USMF company. USMF company. In this company, we have, in this left side, you will find modules. There are many modules. Okay, accounts payable and accounts receivable is finance. So I have explained like there are many modules: accounts payable, accounts receivable, credit and collections, cash and bank, general ledger, tax, consolidation, fixed assets budgeting. Those modules available here: accounts payable, accounts receivable, cash and bank, consolidations, credit and collections, fixed assets, general ledger, like this. Tax is a separate module. Okay, all these things you are going to learn. Okay, accounts payable module, first one. So you can click on collapse, it will show very short. If you click on expand, it will show the full, so many things. Okay, if you open like this, expand, you will get confused. Try to click on collapse all. Collapse all. Now here, invoices, invoice journal, accounts payable module, collapse all, invoices, invoice journal. So the first one is accounts payable module, invoices, invoice journal. Accounts payable module, collapse all, invoices, invoice journal. Okay, click on new button. So journal name, select the journal name. So this is configurable. This is a setup. You can configure this drop down as per client requirement. You will understand this one later. Okay, try to use the existing one. After 1 month or 1 month 10 days, you are going to learn a company creation process. At that time, I will understand, like we will create like USMF company, will create another company, and will map all those things. Okay, that you will understand later. First, you are learning initially transactions. Okay, so you can select the invoice, AP invoice journal, click on lines. So date is coming automatically, today's date. Actually this product is from like time zone is USA. That is the reason it is showing 4th of January, but in India it is 5th of January. Because it is time zone is mapped with USA, that is the reason it is showing 4th January evening 5 p.m. Okay, and this is the number, voucher number. So how it will come voucher number, I will show you, I will explain you after 1 month. You are going to learn about how to configure this voucher number. Now select the vendor account, click tab. Automatically this vendor account name will be filled here. This is ACME office supplies, like this one. From this company I am purchasing material. So this is USMF. In our example, this is USMF. This is US001 or 1001, whatever it may be. So 1001 is the vendor. So there will be so many vendors. There are many vendors. So I am purchasing from different vendors. This is that vendor. Okay. So invoice I have received, that invoice number I need to enter. This is invoice number and this is invoice date. Invoice date and invoice number, because I have received material from the vendor. That material may be an item for selling or maybe expense item. Suppose this vendor is arranging water bottles. This vendor is arranging water bottles. So at the end of the month, every month, he is giving invoice. So that is invoice number and invoice date. And what is the amount means, it is $500. For the entire month it is $500. Now this is the expenditure like water bottles or whatever it may be. Okay, so this you can change based on your requirement. Time being I'm selecting the same. So this is purchase expenses, that is water bottle expenditure. This is water bottle expenditure. So here this expense account data to vendor account credit. Sorry, it is, I need to enter here vendor credit. So whenever you are doing invoice, then purchase expenses account data to vendor account credit. So here I have entered vendor account credit. Offset account I have selected, means it is debit. Otherwise you can remove here and you can enter one more line and you can enter debit. That is also fine. Both are same. So if you want to understand clearly, otherwise you can remove here and you can enter new here and you can enter the expense account. So any expenses, purchase expenses I'm entering. So here this is vendor account credit, purchase expense account debit. So offset account I have not mapped. Now if you click on validate, it will show you if it is any error messages. So operation completed, journal is okay. Otherwise if it is any error messages, it will warn you. That warning messages I will explain you how it will come. First we'll try to understand positive scenarios and then we'll try to understand negative scenarios also. Okay, so it is done. Now we can click on post. It was posted. Operation completed. Journal 1 is number of vouchers posted to the journal is 1. So it was posted completely successfully. Now if you click on voucher here, click on voucher, it will show the entry. So here, if you look at this one, purchase expenses account data to vendor account credit. So always debit will show positive. The symbol debit will be shown positive. Credit will show minus. Debit will show positive. Credit will show minus. So look at this one. Here positive. Without sign means positive. This is in mathematics we learned without sign means positive and minus it is. So purchase expenses account data to purchase expenses account data to vendor account credit. So vendor account means accounts payable. So here actually we have posted vendor account 1001, but if you go inside, it is showing 200110 accounts payable others. That is ledger subledger concept. Okay, so instead of vendor account, it is posting to a ledger account. So this is ledger subledger concept. This is one of the ERP concept. You will understand later about this one, ledger subledger concept. Okay, so it is purchase expenses account data to vendor account credit. Purchase expenses account data to vendor account credit. Okay, let me do one more transaction. Let us understand. This is the first time you are looking at this application. I know a little bit looks like Chinese language or French language or Dutch language, but it is not at all complex. So you need to remember, like whenever you are practicing, you need to practice in USMF company, that is Contoso Entertainment System USA, and here these are the module names: accounts payable module, collapse all, accounts payable module, collapse all, invoices, invoice journal. Click on new button. This is new button. Click on new button. Automatically one journal batch number is coming. So from where it is coming, you will understand this one. Journal batch number. It is 00630 is one number. In the drop down, you need to select one invoice, AP invoice journal. So this is configurable. You can configure this one as per client requirement. This you will understand later. Go to lines, select the vendor account. So the date is coming automatically, and voucher number is coming for this one. This is voucher number. So for every transaction, there will be two numbers. One is journal batch number, another one is voucher number. These two numbers will be for any transaction in the system. It will have two numbers. One is voucher number, one is journal batch number. What it means you will understand slowly. So this is voucher number. Select the vendor. Click tab, and invoice number, whatever the invoice number you have received, because you have received material. Whenever you are receiving material, any item, there should be an invoice. It is must. That invoice number you need to enter, and invoice date. Invoice date and invoice number, and vendor account credit. So I need to enter, suppose 300. and automatically it is coming. You can map the ledger account, whatever you are purchasing. So suppose I'm purchasing one second. Something I'm purchasing. Just I want to show you realistic. Suppose some courier charges are take the example, any example like 6 series. Suppose freight charges I'm taking, any expenditure, water bottle or whatever it may be. Okay, I'm not explaining about this business units. What is this business unit and what is that department, cost center, everything you will understand later. Okay, so at this point I'm only explaining about main account. We'll discuss about those things later. So this is suppose water bottle expenditure. So water bottle expenditure account data to vendor account credit. So now click like you can click on validate or simulate posting also. So before posting you are validating whether it is correct or not. So here it is throwing some error message. The reason behind it was not updated properly the account. Now if I click once again, so it is showing clearly that it is not tallied. Now let me click once again, simulate posting. Now there will not be any error messages. So operation completed. If you look at inside, operation completed, everything is fine. Now click on post.
Sir, why it was we got error before?
So it was, I have updated this ledger account, but it was not stored in a proper manner.
Okay.
It was missed.
Selection of account.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Fine. So now if you click on voucher, it will show the debit and credit. So the expense account, whatever you have selected, debit and credit. Actually, it is showing in two currencies. So it is in amount in transaction currency. Okay, give me 1 second. This is amount in transaction currency. This is amount in accounting currency. We can add one more field. Reporting currency, not the exchange rate. Give me 1 second. So look at this one, amount in transaction currency, amount in this amount means amount in accounting currency, and another one is amount in reporting currency. So the transaction, each and every transaction will be stored in 3 currencies. Always each and every transaction will be posted in amount in accounting currency. First one is transaction currency. Next one is accounting currency. Another one is reporting currency. So every transaction in the system, it will stored in 3 currencies. It will be stored in 3 currencies. So one is transaction currency. Another one is accounting currency, the major company currency, and reporting currency. Okay, we'll discuss about this accounting currency, reporting currency, and transaction currency, all these currencies later. But this is every transaction in the system, it will be stored in 3 currencies. And one more word is there, triangulation currency. At this point, it is not required for you. That one we'll discuss later. Triangulation currency will be used for Europe countries. Triangulation currency will be used for Europe countries. What is that means and what exactly that one we'll understand later. But there are 3 currencies in all the world. But another one is triangulation currency. This is only for Europe countries. If you are implementing in Europe, we need this. We need to understand about this one also. So rest of the countries, we can use these 3. Okay. In detail about these currencies, we'll continue tomorrow. But let us understand T&L topic today. Okay. So I hope everyone got T&L link also. Can we join that link, please? Anyone don't have link, then I will share you. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 minute. It is for T&L session. The link number is 15448845. Please join in T&L. 15448845. Okay. Please join into that link. Okay. See you. I will join in T&L session. Okay. Please join. We can continue on T&L sessions. Please join in T&L session.